Okay, so, Mom, we are doing an interview. We are doing an interview for September 11th, 2001. I'm going to ask you questions, and I want your answer. First question. On September 11th, did you see the United States Training Center go down?
Yes.
You saw it.
On the news.
Okay. Second question. Did you know how it fell?
Yes, because planes crashed into it. Or them.
On purpose or not?
Yes, on purpose.
Okay. And Flight 93, what did the passengers decide to do to save the building? When haters attacked? What was it called? Haters? Not haters. Hey.
Terrorists?
I was something like that. Whatever. What did they do when they decided something?
I think they tried to take over the plane
Mhm.
so that they could sort of steer it in a different direction so that it would not hit the building.
Okay. And how would you describe the actions of the passengers on Flight 93?
Brave, heroic, although they were probably very scared.
Okay. And how would you describe the pilot of the plane Flight 93? 93.
The same. I think that he also had to be brave and be a hero.
And what did he say to the passengers on the plane?
Oh, I don't know.
What do you think he would say?
Something like, explain what's happening and what that means and then what's going to happen. Try to reassure them to some degree.
Okay. And let me think of another question. Do you know anybody that was in that building at the time?
No.
Okay. How did you feel when you heard it on the news?
Shocked. In disbelief. I didn't believe it.
Oh.
It was weird watching it
Do they
on the
put
news.
fake things on the news? But anyway, cool. And have you heard of the stones that the I forgot what kind called stone they are.
Memorial?
No, it was like something called something stone, and it was carved the names of the 45, I think it was 45 passengers on the plane. Have you seen that?
No. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Did you know that Obama and the First Lady went to go see the graves of the passengers?
No, I did not.
Have you heard of it?
I've heard several things that Obama did to honor people that died in 9/11. Both people that were on the planes and people that were in the buildings and their families that survived.
Do you feel bad for the families who lost family members in the crash on September 11th in the train center of the United States?
Yes, very much so. It's hard to lose a loved one, and it's probably even harder to lose a loved one in that way, knowing that they were basically murdered and killed for some cause that we're not even sure what it is. That's a horrible way to die and a horrible way to lose a loved one. So yeah.
Okay. And in 3 words, how would you describe how you felt watching the news on that day?
3 words. Shocked. Sad. Not really scared, but just a little cautious. I lived in New York City, so I couldn't travel too near where the buildings were. That's where my school was, and I couldn't go to school. If I had been near there while it happened, just thinking about that is a little weird because I would have been in a class a couple blocks away. So.
Okay, and you lived there at the time, but you only saw it on the news.
That's correct. I lived in Brooklyn. The Twin Towers are in Manhattan.
Okay, and you said you didn't know anybody that got hurt on the plane or in that building at the time, or anybody near that building at the time.
That's correct. I don't know of anybody that was harmed. I heard stories of people that were close by, but no one that was actually in the buildings or even that personally witnessed that got hurt or was killed. No.
Okay. And how long would you say that the people were talking about it?
Afterwards?
Yeah, like after it, how long?
Oh, a very long time. Oh, I remember when we finally were able to go back to school. It was college.
Like what time?
It was weeks after it happened before they were able to clean it up and we were able to go back. And our professors were still talking about it and still finding out if we were okay and, you know, like emotionally okay. And we would do reports on it and other, you know, school-related topics, trying to relate back to it. And I think it's going to be in school curriculum for a long time. It took months, if not a year or so, for them to actually clean up the whole site downtown.
Have they rebuilt it yet, or just cleaned it up?
It's rebuilt now, but this is 20 years later.
20 years?
Happens in
What's the day?
2020.
This is 2000. So
19?
19 years ago. Okay. And one more question, I think. If I can think of one more. Let me see. And if you could ask a question to the people who lost a family member or someone, what would you ask them?
How do you cope with the death of the loved one?
Cope.
What do you tell yourself? What makes you feel better about it? Are you able to remember your loved one fondly, regardless of how they died?
Okay. Now, how do I save this video?
Press stop.